Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 5 of the Red Flag Sports Podcast. I'm Brett, here with Connor and Carl. Today's flag on the field is our trade deadline outlook. What teams are going to benefit the most from all these trades, or what teams already are benefiting from trades they've made in the past week or two to get better and see if they'll make the playoffs or not. We also have all the trades that happened today, and then we also have our top 10 quarterbacks so far this season. Starting off, we have the trades that have happened this week, or today actually. The trades consist of 7 that actually matter. The first one was the Eagles getting Robert Quinn and the Bears getting a 4th-round pick.
That wasn't today. That was
it was in the last couple weeks. It was since the James Robinson trade.
Okay, what about it?
That I was just saying about it. The Chiefs got Kadarius Toney from the Giants for a 3rd and a 6th-round pick. That's a W.
If you say so. I don't know about that, but
you said that it wasn't over. I think they overpaid a 3rd.
They did overpay. When was the last time he actually played a game?
Like the first game of this year, I'm pretty sure. And he's been faking an injury apparently. So obviously he didn't want to play for the Giants, but is he really that good? Not sure.
I mean, he can be if he wants to.
Okay, next up we have Roquan Smith for AJ Klein, a 2nd-round pick and a 5th-round pick. That was between the Ravens and the Bears.
The Bears are really hurt by that one because he was an integral piece to their defense. In one of the other episodes, I said that they did have a little bit of chance of getting into one of those last spots of the playoffs, but now losing that key piece to their defense, it's probably gone because there's just only one good player on their defense really left.
I have a take on this. The Bears are doing their rebuild the complete opposite way you'd want to see a team do a rebuild. The way you're supposed to do it, you're supposed to bolster up the roster and then draft your quarterback so you have a perfect system for a rookie quarterback. But now, the Bears are depleting their roster with the rookie quarterback. Mm-hmm. Justin Fields has nothing.
Well, now at least they know exactly. Well, they traded for Chase Claypool. So
it's Chase Claypool.
Yeah. Chase Claypool's still better than what they had Darnell Mooney. Other than that, they have nothing.
Yeah. So they did bolster their offense some.
Don't hate on
bolster their offense some, but they don't have any defense really anymore.
They still got Jalen Johnson. And
they don't have anything. They've got the second coming of Lamar Jackson, a.k.a. Justin Fields, and the second coming of Megatron in Darnell Mooney. That's about it.
They got the second coming of Deion Sanders and Jalen Johnson.
Could be. Mm-hmm. But at least now they know who their quarterback of the future is going to be, because then they can get receivers that fit him, that can maybe take some of the pressure off the offensive line and get him to be able to run better, or they can build an offensive line that they can create designed runs for him, the exact stuff they need with that quarterback, rather than hoping they get a quarterback in the draft with a certain skill set that fits what they've already built.
Well, my favorite trade so far today was the TJ Hawkinson trade, because I feel like TJ Hawkinson has potential to be one of those tight ends like Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller and Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce that have a big workload and big target share and all of that. And he's going to the Vikings, who already have a pretty good offense. So I feel like this is going to be good for his career. It's also going to be good for the Lions, because the Lions got a 2nd and a 3rd-round pick, and they gave away a 4th and a 5th. So they're getting ready for their rebuild, and it's getting better for them.
I don't know. My hottest take probably ever is that TJ Hawkinson has top 20 tight end all time potential, but
I can see it.
Definitely.
He's good enough. I think he was one of the best pure tight end prospects ever. I know there was at least one in the 2019 draft. It might have been Noah Fant, but he's a really good receiver. The Lions just don't like to target tight ends very much. Mm-hmm. The Vikings do, though. Yeah. Irv Smith gets a workload. Johnny Munt caught a touchdown. Like,
We also have Connor said that if the Broncos lost, that they were going to trade Bradley Chubb to the Seahawks, but they won. They still traded Bradley Chubb though. They just traded him and a fifth for Chase Edmonds and a fourth, which
And a first.
I'm so sad about that.
That helps the Broncos. I also think that helps both teams there. I mean, I don't know. Bradley Chubb's not great. He's pretty good. Don't get me wrong.
I really don't think the Dolphins, I don't think rushing the quarterback is really their problem.
It really is. Who's their best defensive lineman right now? Is it Emmanuel Ogbah?
Possibly.
He's not good.
And so yeah, he gives them another option to help get pressure, but I don't think getting pressure is really what they needed. It was more just fixing all their offensive, like they can get big plays, they just don't score enough.
The Dolphins?
Yeah, that's why they have a 4-3.
Well, the 3 games they lost, 2 of them didn't play. So
Skylar Thompson started 2 of them.
If Tua could hit his receivers in stride on those deep routes, they'd have the best offense in the league.
Yeah. The only other trade that happened today was the conditional 5th and conditional 2nd round pick that the Falcons sent Calvin Ridley to the Jags. Calvin Ridley wasn't going to play this season. We don't know what he's going to do when he gets back. The Jags got a decent receiver now. Maybe. Christian Kirk's not that bad, but like he's not anything elite.
Yeah. Calvin Ridley, he's probably recovered from the injury he had all of 2 years ago or last year, whatever you want to call it, the 2021 season. But now he's off for a whole year. So who knows what kind of shape he'll be in, how he'll remember what catching a ball feels like, or if he'll just have butterfingers. So
I'm sure he's been training though still. They don't just sit there and be like, okay, put me back in a game. That's it.
Can we talk about the Steve Nash thing?
Yes. I've been waiting for this to happen since the start of this season. I knew that Steve Nash would get either fired or that they'd part ways.
Steve Nash. But then they went out and hired Celtics. I don't know how to pronounce it. Udoka, yeah. What they need is someone that's not going to bring controversy into a locker room with Kyrie Irving. But no, they go out and sign or hire the man that is currently suspended for sexual misconduct.
It's the Nets. What do you expect?
Well, they got the Kyrie situation. Kevin Durant wanted out. Who else is on that roster?
Nick
Claxton. I was so mad that they lost Bruce
Curry,
Brown.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. That's why I said before we even saw anything about that, before when I first got the report about them parting ways with Steve Nash, remember the first thing I texted you is they should go pick up Ime Udoka.
They really shouldn't.
But they should though, because that he's a
Where
really
is
good
Mike
coach.
D'Antoni?
He's
Where
a
is
really
Mike
good
D'Antoni?
coach. He's got his controversy. That would be like that. Everybody like Kobe Bryant has his controversy, but they still kept him on the Lakers and won championships.
I want Mike D'Antoni on the Nets.
And he was Kobe Bryant was, and they kept him on the Lakers.
We know that, but
yeah, but
that's,
so, like
that's why I have him at 8th all time.
Anyways, the trade deadline outlook for the season. We're just gonna go division by division. So starting off with the AFC North. Bengals are playoff bound. The Bengals are still good, even though they got smacked by the Browns this week. The Browns could sneak in.
No, they're not.
They could, especially since they have 6 easy games at the end of the year, and they'll have Deshaun Watson.
We haven't seen Deshaun Watson play football in 2 years.
Yes, but we've seen Jacoby Brissett play football, and that's all I needed to know.
Yeah, if Deshaun Watson's not good, they should just put Jacoby back in.
Jacoby Brissett's not good either. Have you watched him try to make a lead?
He's not the worst. He could get him to a playoff game.
He's a bottom 10 starter.
The Steelers aren't doing anything, so we can count them out. And then I think the Ravens are playoff bound too.
Roquan Smith really bolstered their defense, which recently it seemed like they were focusing a lot on offense, but now, and their defense was giving up a lot of points, just not doing enough for the team. But now having that good linebacker who can cover well, stuff the run.
Now they don't have to have Patrick Queen out on an island.
Yeah.
So Patrick Queen's not going to let up 500 passing yards a game.
So the Ravens are looking a lot better now. just by getting
Roquan.
Smith. Yeah. Moving on, the AFC East. Bills
you.
Bills gonna win the whole AFC. The highest seed, obviously. Dolphins, they're hitting this team right now. We never know.
They're not a hit and miss team though. They
are though.
They're 4-0 with Tua.
Yes, but they haven't really played that many great teams.
4-0. They beat the Bills.
They beat the Bills when the Bills were heavily injured.
They still beat the Bills.
And like you said, Tua can't hit a receiver in stride. So if he
but
that
he
up,
can still hit
they're
the
gonna get
receivers,
he's gonna have a bad interception one time.
Look,
and
their defense without Bradley Chubb stopped Josh Allen. Their defense with Bradley Chubb can also stop Josh Allen.
Okay, well, here's my thing. The Dolphins, the AFC is still good, but it's not the teams that we thought it was going to be. It's not the Chargers and the Raiders and all of the teams.
I thought the Raiders were going to be good. If you thought the Raiders were going to be good.
I thought the Raiders were like a 6 or a 7 seed because they were already in the playoffs. They were already in the playoffs last year, and they got Devontae Adams, which they struggled a lot with receivers because all they had was Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow was good last year.
Other than the Dolphins and the Bills, there's the Jets are in that division.
Yeah.
Jets could honestly make the playoffs.
Zach Wilson is bad.
Okay, it doesn't matter though. Zach Wilson doesn't have to be good for them to make the playoffs.
He lost them the game against the Patriots. Yes, he does.
If he plays like that first half against the Patriots, then he'll be fine. If he plays even like 3/4 of how he played and doesn't have quite as bad at all as the second half.
Honestly, I don't think in all my years of watching football that I've seen the Jets make the playoffs when I'm actually paying attention.
They haven't made the playoffs since 2010. But
exactly, and I wasn't watching football until like 2014.
The New Jersey Jets need to trade up in this NFL draft and select Will Levis. Will Levis will be a better NFL quarterback than Zach Wilson.
Shut your mouth. I think Patriots are still not good.
They're bad.
They're the definition of mediocre.
They literally are.
Pretty bad.
They are the Kirk Cousins of NFL teams.
Don't disrespect the new nightmare like
that. AFC South is still horrible.
Titans 5-2.
Titans still suck though. They've played their in-conference teams that all are bad.
Yeah.
The Texans horrible.
Literally,
the
Colts
are gonna be a playoff team with Sam Ellinger.
No, the Titans are winning the division. Come on.
Matt Ryan's projected to start this week. Yeah, there's no need to talk about him. The Titans are gonna be the 3 seed.
Actually, I do want to talk about Trevor Lawrence.
Being that hyped up for no reason.
It's not for no reason. He's literally Kirk Cousins, but better when he's not in the spotlight. Like, he cannot put on a game-winning drive for whatever reason. He just can't do it. He'll get so close every time. It's in.
And then throw an interception like what happened the other day.
Did you not see? I think it was when they played the Titans. But when he played the Titans, he was on a game-winning drive. And on the last play of the game, he threw it to Christian Kirk. And Christian Kirk caught it at the 1. I was so mad about that. Yeah. I need Trevor Lawrence to be good. He is good. People just don't see him be good.
Best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck.
They just need to stop projecting quarterbacks to be good because Andrew Luck wasn't anything great, and neither is Trevor.
He was pretty good when he played.
Will Levis is the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck.
Okay. Anyways, the AFC West Chiefs are gonna make it. Chargers. I don't even know what's happening with the Chargers right now because sometimes it makes them look like, oh hey, they're gonna be a playoff team, they're gonna be good, and then other weeks it's like, wow, you just got destroyed by who'd they lose?
Seahawks.
They lost like
Brandon Staley is. Joe Lombardi needs to be for the many war crimes he has committed on this Chargers offense.
I have to bleep all this out.
I didn't say anything.
You were talking about
who's the Chargers GM? Because if he does not get Justin Herbert a fast receiver this offseason, I will find his address.
I've got a fast receiver for him.
I was like really wanting the Chargers to draft Chris Olave this offseason, then the Saints traded up for. I was so mad about that. Justin Herbert needs a receiver that can run down the field. Keenan Allen runs like a 4.6, and so does Mike Williams. I've seen Chargers fans on Twitter begging for Denzel Mims. They are desperate. It's a sad scene.
They need a fast receiver. Henry Ruggs.
If they give us the first, they can have Marquise Goodwin.
156 miles per hour.
I bet he's got like a 240. The NFC North, Lions are bad.
Vikings have it locked up.
Bears are bad. Vikings are gonna make it for sure. Packers doesn't look
Are bad.
like they get. We've been calling this since preseason. We were calling that the Vikings were gonna be the top of the division.
And they called me crazy.
They called us crazy, and we said it, and we were right. NFC East. Eagles, great. Cowboys, okay. The Cowboys are gonna make the playoffs as like the 5 seed. They're really good, but it's not because of anything other than their defense.
The Giants are the greatest team in NFL history. They should make the playoffs.
The Giants are the best team in NFL history to ever lose to the Seahawks.
I'm only saying that because people say the Seahawks haven't beat a good team.
They haven't.
Giants are the best. Giants are the best team in NFL history, man. I don't know what to
The
tell
Giants just got lucky against a lot of good teams. Because the
Not
Giants,
the Seahawks.
we were waiting to put the Seahawks in the Daniel Jones locker.
No, nope. Geno Smith owns that poverty franchise.
The Commanders suck. Giants are okay.
Bad.
Cowboys are definitely going to pass the Giants, though.
They have.
I think they're tied right now. They're both like 5-2.
The Cowboys have the tiebreaker though because they beat the Giants.
Oh yeah. NFC South. Falcons are winning it. The Bucks are poverty and poop. And Tom
NFC
Brady,
South, the new
God.
NFC least.
I would just like to say Pete Carroll and Brian Dable just Arthur Smith would be coach of the year.
Yeah, the Falcons, they have done a lot with a little.
You
And
can't
their
rely
running
on
back,
them.
I can't remember their running back. He's been injured.
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, Cordell Patterson's been injured too, so they've been running with.
Tyler Algier. He cooked me in fantasy. I am so heated.
I had him on one of my teams. And then the Saints aren't god awful, but they're still not good.
They're pretty bad.
The Panthers
Shame
are
on you, DJ Moore. Shame on you for taking your helmet off. No.
How many times do we got to tell NFL players that they're going to get unsportsmanlike conduct if they take their helmet off?
for real. Like seriously, just be a better man.
Exactly. He could have killed
NFUS,
someone with that.
Seahawks on top. What are you guys, 5-2?
5-3.
You know who else is 5-3? I don't think
I
there's
think the Jets are. I think the Jets are. Gino is him.
Cardinals are trash. I take everything back that I said about the Cardinals. I take everything back that I said about the Cardinals. Rams, still bad. 49ers are a playoff team. They are a 5 or 6 seed if the Seahawks keep.
They should just make Christian McCaffrey their quarterback.
He needs that Taysom Hill role. He needs that quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running back split.
Breaking news!
We waived Sidney Jones. You will not be missed. Get out of my roster.
Last but certainly, definitely not least, are top
NFC
10
East.
quarterbacks of this season.
Let me go first. Starting at number 10. I'm not even going to give explanations because I'm right and everyone else is wrong. At number 10, we got Kyler Murray. 9, Joe Burrow. 8, Tua. 7, Jalen Hurts. 6, Justin Herbert. 5, Thomas Brady. Number 4, your 4th best quarterback in the National Football League is Eugene Cyril Smith.
Shut your mouth.
It's Lamar Mahomes.
Sounds like
and Josh
Russell
Allen.
Sierra Wilson.
Not funny.
Carl, let's hear yours before I go on a roll.
Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number
Bad
2,
take. You're wrong.
Josh Allen. Number 3, Joseph Burrow. Number 4,
What?
Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Eugene Cyrus Smith.
I actually don't know. I forgot. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Number 6, what was my list?
Yeah, what was your list, Carl?
You should know this, Carl.
I had it all in my head. Now it's fleeting from my brain cells.
Have you said Herbert yet?
No, I have not. We'll put him at number 6. Why don't
Your
we?
list is in that. Actually, I have Herbert at 6. Never mind.
Number 7, Aaron McRogers. Number 8, why don't we go with no.
Carl.
Achilles Prescott. Number 9, Kyle Murray.
Kyle?
Number 10,
Kyle?
Derek Carr.
Have
And
you-
there's
have
your
you
last
watched-
one.
This is
The quarterback
bad.
of-
Have you watched a Raiders game? Have you watched Derek Carr this
Time
season?
out, my
Yep.
turn. Shut your mouth. This is the best list.
Exactly why I put him at 10.
This is the best list. At number 10, I have Tua turn the ball over. At number 9, I have Aaron Rodgers.
Bad take.
Nope. At number 8, Justin Herbert.
Also a bad take.
Shut your mouth. Number 7, Jalen Hurts. Number 6, Eugene Smith.
Too low. Too low.
No. Number 5, helpless Tom Brady. Number
Good take.
4, Joe Burrow. Number
high.
3, Lamar Jackson. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. And number 1, Josh Allen. That is the best list, and there's nothing else you can tell me. So
Mine's better. Mine clears, and
Mine's worse.
Statistically, mine is better.
statistically,
This,
statistically,
I can't say it, man.
statistically, my list is
Statistically,
better.
Algeria has
Statistically.
100% of all males.
All right. I think that's
W
everything we got
tape.
that's everything we got for today.
The top 10 quarterbacks off of QBR right now. Number 10, Derek Carr. Number 9, Jalen Hurts. Number 8, Jacoby Brissett. Number 7, Cooper Rush. Number 6, Marcus Mariota. Number 5, Lamar Jackson. Number 4, Eugene Smith. Number 3, Patrice Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. And number 1, Tua turned the ball over.
Who cares? Geno Smith clears all of them.
Afghanistan is also at 100% by the
All
way.
right. That's all we got for today.